For those who find true joy when chasing the extraordinary, I want to share some of the most unique experiences from Bali, things I saw and did for the very first time in my life. And the first unforgettable experience I had was visiting Ijen volcano, located on Java Island. We started our journey at 5 p.m. from Bali Uluwatu. The roads are narrow and winding here, so you can't drive very fast, and Bali isn't as small as it might seem. So it took us about 6 hours by car to reach the pier, driving across the entire island. We arrived at the ferry just in time, around 11 p.m., and drove straight onto the boat. The ferry ride to Java took only about 30 minutes, not too far. We quickly passed the medical check on the way and received a certificate permitting us to climb the volcano. The way up to the foot of the volcano was completely dark and winding. We reached the entrance around 1 a.m., but the volcano officially opens at 2 a.m., so we had to wait 1 hour. Despite the warm shirt I was wearing, I still felt cold. I decided to warm up with hot coffee, which was so disgusting. Finally, the gates opened and we began our journey. The road was completely dark and steep. Locals offered so-called taxis for those who were too lazy or tired to climb themselves. They call it Lamborghini and Ferrari. The steep climb usually takes about an hour on average, but we climbed a bit faster to avoid the crowd. At the top, we were able to enjoy a very clear, starry sky. Even the Milky Way was visible. Finally, we reached the crater. But as it turned out, this was only halfway to the fire. The most interesting road was still ahead. Luckily, we arrived early, so it wasn't as crowded as it became about 20 minutes later. The road down to the fire was much steeper, slipperier and narrower, so you have to go one by one over rocks and uneven ground. And since we were ahead of the crowd and avoided the traffic jam, the descent took us about 40 minutes. And finally I saw it. The blue fire is a rare natural phenomenon caused by burning sulfuric gases. When these gases come into contact with air, they ignite. It's invisible during daylight, so it can only be seen clearly at night or in the early morning. Local workers come here to collect solidified sulfur in bright yellow chunks. Using only basic tools, they break the sulfur into pieces. Some more resourceful people make souvenirs from the sulfur and sell them to tourists. Then they carry heavy baskets weighing up to 50 kilograms along the steep, slippery path, all without masks, which can cause serious health problems. It's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Despite the harsh conditions, 1 kilogram costs only about 1,500 rupiah. So for carrying 50 kilograms loads 2-3 times a day, they earn only about $4-5. Seeing this, your problems feel like nothing. By morning, the lake and surrounding landscape started to appear, and we can finally see where we are. The toxic steam often surrounds you and makes it hard to breathe. So in this case, it's necessary to wear a mask. It can also cause burning in the eyes. When the sunlight starts to touch the lake, it takes on an amazing, beautiful milky blue color. This lake is stunning on the outside, but dangerous inside, as it is one of the most acidic in the world. So swimming here I wouldn't recommend. But I tried the water a little with my fingers, it felt warm. The dead trees create even more of an alien landscape, or warning in nature's way that this place isn't meant for life. On top, it feels like you are standing on Mars. Climbing a volcano had long been a dream, and it finally came true in Indonesia, a country on the Pacific Ring of Fire. And this beautiful, dangerous place also became my special. The next trip started early in the morning, also from Uluwatu, to Sanur Harbor, where we took a speedboat to Nusa Penida. After about a 30 minutes ride from the pier, we reached the island. From there, we took a small speedboat to one interesting snorkeling point. And finally, after about an hour-long ride, we reached the point. This time, I had the opportunity to be a guest of peaceful, beautiful giants, the largest race in the ocean, called manta, which can reach up to 7 meters across and weigh more than 1 ton. Seeing these giant creatures in their natural surroundings is breathtaking. They glide so gracefully, it feels like they're flying underwater. These beautiful giants are peaceful, without stingers, and eat only plankton and tiny sea organisms. It's so fascinating how such a huge fish survives on creatures that are almost invisible. How much do they need to eat to feel full? Nature is truly wonderful. The downside of this spot is that it's too crowded. The current here can be strong, and it's better not to eat before a trip like this, as the ocean is wavy and you can feel nauseous easily after snorkeling and the boat ride. On the way back to starting point, we stopped at another point for snorkeling. The water was so clear that you could see everything around. Snorkeling is my favorite type of activity. It's my kind of meditation, where I'm able to release my mind from the endless stream of thoughts and simply enjoy the calm underwater world. These were my most memorable natural experiences in Bali. I hope you found something useful and feel inspired. I also recommend watching my other videos where I share cultural experiences, honest review, prices and hidden places.